What popular saying is actually bullshit? What doesn't kill you just makes you stronger? Bull. 2x cancer survivor here. It sure didn't make me any stronger. The stuff that failed to kill me left me fragile and jumpy, with a few unhealthy coping mechanisms and a really dark sense of humor. If you love something, set it free. I know if you love something, smother it with affection until you catch the early flight home and catch a couple naked dudes tag teaming your fianc. If you love someone, keep fighting until they tell you to stop. You don't need money to be happy. Usually this quote is being used by those who are already filthy rich. You don't need money to be happy, but you do need shelter, warmth, food and water to be happy, and those things costed a king fortune right now. A few torches and pitchforks have sorted that out in the past. Time heals all wounds. Malarkey. I dunno. I lost my leg, and after a decade it grew back. Right this way, the Pope would like a word. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. This is like toxic relationship starter pack stuff. Yep. Hate this one. It's used to justify horrible behavior. No one is entitled to treat others like shit and be excused for it. Just be yourself. Imagine telling a dude Hossa Embudmada, serial killer, rapist, to be yourself. Money can't buy happiness. Fuck off. This is actually true. Only poor people think money can buy happiness because they don't have any. The problem is that rich people aren't happier. They've got different problems. That's all. I've known rich people, and they weren't happy because money is actually always in the way of happiness. What you don't know can't hurt you. While yes, it's technically true, it's also not a positive thing. Theoretically, if someone's partner was cheating on them, yes, they don't know, so they can't be hurt, but it's still a bad thing. I was thinking more of, I don't know, there is a train coming right behind me, and that is definitely gonna hurt. I was thinking that, if I don't know food is expired, that's not going to stop me from getting sick. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Now it's the other way around. Sticks and stones should be able to harm me, yet words can hurt, bro. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. I've had my mindset on instant transmission for 20 years and I haven't teleported once. That's because you have to transmit yourself, not teleport. Thou fool. Blood is thicker than water. Technically it is the full quote, which is the blood of battle is thicker than the water of the womb, which is the reverse message of what's been preached. I always thought it was the blood of the covenant, but updated anyway. Whatever happens, happens for a reason. Everything does happen for a reason. Just might not be beneficial to you at all. Like rain happens because of high humidity and low atmospheric pressure, coupled with upper atmospheric cooling. A car accident might happen because someone wasn't paying attention. Effects have causes, so everything happens for a reason. Lol, this is the sarcastic response I might give to someone who says that. Be yourself. If you're a ducking a Harley and even the nice people hate you, then you should ducking change and not be yourself. I completely relate to this. My actual personality is almost completely misanthropic. I would love to be able to survive on my own, never interacting with anyone again. In reality, you can't go through life like that unless you want to live as a hermit in a cave somewhere, and I'm too lazy for that. I don't think personality is as set in stone as that. You're the sum of your experiences and your interpretations of those experiences. Often life throws us an experience that change everything about how we see the world, and sometimes looking back on those experiences in a different light does exactly the same. It is what it is. I have a visceral reaction to that one. Hate it. My manager saying that to me is what made me leave my last job. He's basically saying the situation is shit, and I have no interest in trying to make it any better for you. This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Lies. Exclamation mark. You haven't had a child, have you? 3. That I absolutely hate. God never gives us more than we can handle. Everything happens for a reason and God has a plan for us all. They make me so angry. Just bullshit. The customer is always right, because half of it's missing. The full truism is the customer is always right in matters of taste. Apostrophe. Guy wants a pint of half Baileys, half orange juice. He's paying. Lady wants to wear a raw turkey as a hat? You do you love. What it doesn't mean is that Kyle and Karen get free reign to treat people like shit because they happen to be handing over money at some stage of the interaction. Using the phrase, "it's just a few bad apples," to protect an institution when the full proverb says, "a few bad apples spoils the bunch." Yes, the saying means that if you find a few bad apples, you need to throw out the whole barrel. None of the rest are untainted. Why do people say that? Then try to make a case to keep the rest of the apples? When someone tells a depressed person just exercise and drink water, motherfuck, I barely have enough motivation to breathe. What makes you think I'm gonna get up to exercise? Because you want to feel different than you feel now. Do what makes you happy in regards to searching for a career. Killed my love of cooking. Now I dread dinner every night. Yay. Don't worry about it. Cowwalkers say this when other cowwalkers start stonewalling you, death staring you, and becoming visibly uncomfortable in your presence. A watched pot never boils. It does. I've checked. In the words of CGP Grey, follow your passion. Christian Grey said that. It's the least I could do. Doing something is never the least you can do. You can always do less than something. Karma is a bitch. It's not. It's not even real. I gave you one bitch. It's all a God's plan. Well, if it is, it's a shitty bad plan. And I don't see how me chronically suffering can be good in any way. This one annoys me to no end. One of the many reasons I don't believe in a higher being. I don't want to be part of a religion that spouts that when confronted with horrific circumstances. You can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. Time doesn't heal all wounds, instead it ferments those feelings into much worse ones. Don't judge a book by its cover. In a literal sense, a book's cover is literally there for you to judge. Yeah, but the content of the book might not reflect what is on the cover, which is the point of the saying. Money can't buy happiness. Anyone who says money can buy happiness has never been rich. Anyone who thinks it doesn't help has never been poor. Very well said. Manifest what you want. If this worked, I'd be a billionaire with the love of my life by my side. I don't have either. Everything happens for a reason. No. Cleanliness is next to godliness. A lot of neat people are far from being godly. I before E except after C. Science is a great example of that. You deceive me. That's it. I forfeit. Do as I say, not what I do. I'm just being honest. No, Jennifer. You're just being a douche canoe and saying what you want, expecting there will be no repercussions because you tell it like it is, and if you don't like it then leave. Take my upvote. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. It's not. Reading this thread, I'm finding that pretty much every motivational quote is bullshit. Listen to Yalhaveta Love. Reddit has a habit of echoing all of the most depressing perspectives possible in any given situation. They revel in misery. It's not a true picture of how things are in real life. A woman's work is never done. Live each day like it's your last. That would imply fight to be the first in line. You don't need patient. Take what you can. No planning ahead. About you. Also, I'd be very, very fat. There's plenty of fish. Yeah. But they may not like me. It's more about if you like you. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Yeah, eventually people are just gonna stop forgiving you. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Every box of chocolate I have seen has a little book that tells you what you'll get. Hard work pays off. God bless America. When I was religious, I actually believed it. There are no dumb questions. r/no stupid questions was built on this saying. The customer is always right. Down that path lies only madness. Happiness is a choice. That's maybe sometimes a little true. But depression is real. And it's not what anyone chose. Looks don't matter. In 98% of cases it does. If it didn't, there would be no love at first sight. You can also see difference in followers of social media. Life's not fair. Not because it isn't true, but because whoever says that to you is right in the middle of decking guy over somehow. And numbers never lie. Apostrophe. The hell you say? Numbers never don't lie. We get a constant stream of bullshit. Incomplete, weighted, agendized, cherry-picked numbers all day long. Data doesn't lie, but numbers are full of shit. Remember what Mark Twain taught us about the types of lies in the world. There are 3 kinds of lies. Lies, damned lies, and statistics. Apostrophe. Agree to disagree is said by people too stubborn to admit their opinion is trash. Yeah, they're the stubborn ones. Lol. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. It might keep the doctor away, but the psych ward never has enough apples to keep 5 begorgles and a nurse with a needle away. A pen is mightier than a sword. Try bringing a pen to a sword fight. Squeeze the ink into your enemy's eyes like Henry Jones Sr. did. Being subpar is actually good. Oh, they're all just as bad, referring to politicians. Blood is thicker than water BS. I have brothers and sisters that have been more to me than some of my family, brought me up, and sheltered me when I was in a bad state. Days get shorter in winter and longer in summer. Actually just the opposite happens. No, that's not right at all. Days, hours in daylight, and night, hours in darkness. It's always darkest before the dawn. No, it's darkest in the middle of the night. It gets gradually lighter before the dawn. And if you're talking metaphorically, it still doesn't work. Hard times often improve gradually. Stupid bloody saying. No news is good news. It takes a village. Ridiculous. Puts group mentality onto raising children and nobody ends up taking responsibility for their kids. I'm not ducking drunk, mate. Can you tell the time? It's all going to be okay. Generally not from my experience. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what else there's plenty of in the sea? Trash. Life like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Apostrophe. I know exactly what I'm getting in my tin of quality streets. Tarmac. Always face your fears, lol. No. If your fear is getting mugged or raped, you shouldn't go down a dark alleyway at night to face your fears. I do get that the quote is meant for stuff more like fear of heights or flying, but it's bullshit for everything except for a handful of fears. Man up. Don't dip your pen in factory ink, or whatever it's called. Or don't duck where you eat, or whatever. It's bullshit. I think I once read 80% of all adult couples meet at work. It's the place you spend most of your awake time at, and relationships with coworkers. It's fine. Things can go to shit like in every other relationship and you just have to be professional about it. The customer is always right. Not even close to true. It's just lots of people's jobs to pretend like it is. If you post it online, you can't delete it. Apostrophe. Bullshit. Nobody's going on my old MySpace page and archiving posts. What goes around comes around. It doesn't. The dicks don't get this. Can confirm. I'm dick. Think positive and everything will be alright. Honesty is the best policy. You can't always get what you want. Actually, we can never get what we want, as long as we continue to desire it. The very act of desiring that which we don't have means that we don't have it. The desire must end first. Only when you lose something will you be able to appreciate how valuable something is. Now, you can appreciate good health, a stable job or wholesome neighbors without losing them first. The world is flat. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. In response to that, I enjoyed hearing my former CEO say, if you're going to fail, fail fast. Meaning, if you know that shit ain't gonna work, drop it and move on to the next thing you might be successful at. Yeah, well, I'm still in school and shit over on this side of the pond is still crap. People eating bullshit. Try and you will be successful. While perseverance has its value, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different outcome is also the definition of insanity. You don't need girlfriend to be happy. You really shouldn't depend on other people to make you happy. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Bullshit. They hurt. Money doesn't buy happiness. Yes. I'm inevitable. Good luck. This is BS. Fake news. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos.